Matthew Stafford, as we're speaking here, not on the practice field again. You did their preseason games for years. I know you know a lot of people over there. You've also seen Matthew Stafford pull the, is he not going to make it routine many times, both in training camp and game weeks, and then somehow he's always out there. What is your level of concern if you're a Rams fan or somebody in that building right now about Stafford and his back?
I would say it's a little bit more than it was a few weeks ago. I think that is fair and natural. We're getting closer and closer. We're now officially inside of 4 weeks until game number 1. I think that gives you some anxiety. At the same time, it is still 4 weeks, and he is the kind of guy that can roll out of bed without practicing and still go no look 30 yards downfield, cover 2 hole shot to Puka, and he's going to tap the toes, and he's going to be back, and everyone's going to be happy again. He can still do that. I think both can be true. They have one of the better backup quarterback situations in the NFL, and Jimmy Garoppolo, a guy that came this close to winning a Super Bowl. Jimmy can play. At the same time, I don't know. This is going to sound like a shot, but I don't know that they're a Super Bowl contender if they don't have Matthew Stafford. I'll ask you, do you think if Jimmy Garoppolo's got to play the entire season, we're talking about this team in the Super Bowl?
Well, I think they're
a good team.
In that event.
They're a playoff team.
In the rare events through recent NFL history in which a starting quarterback like that gets injured or misses the season, we have seen teams do aggressive things to find another solution. The Rams did it some years ago, even plucking Baker Mayfield and starting him 3 days later. In this case, there just so happens to be a guy who's currently making $27.5 million to be a backup in Atlanta, who suddenly might have a great deal of value to a Sean McVay-led offense that runs essentially the same scheme that Kirk Cousins came up playing with the Kyle Shanahans of the world, and then also played in with Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota. So this would be, as much as, and I know I've made this point on the show before, I don't know that Kirk would accept a trade just anywhere. Somebody who has no connection to him. I don't even want to say a name and jinx somebody, but some quarterback goes down, it's like a totally different offense. He might go, I'm good. My family's here. I'm making a ton of money to not play football. I'll stay. The Rams open up. I would think Kirk Cousins would be pretty excited about that opportunity.
I would ask aloud, is Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles, now 2 years removed, that much of an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo?
The history would say Jimmy Garoppolo is not starting 17 games for you regardless.
Correct. And then
He's
Stetson Bennett would be your backup
the entire season. And Stetson Bennett played a lot of good college football, has not really played NFL football, and missed his entire rookie season, is now one step away.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know that they would feel entirely comfortable, despite Stetson's good performance this weekend. I don't know that they'd feel entirely comfortable as him as the number 2. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is good. I also think there's a part of Sean McVay. I mean, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo is good. There's a part of Sean McVay that kind of not wants to. He doesn't want to be forced into this situation, but he would embrace the challenge of proving that he can go win a Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
A very friendly Kyle-Sean rivalry.
You know what I'm getting at here.
Yes, absolutely.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.